competing at like UDA high school nationals is so different than going to
Worlds.
So Varsity has a rule that teams aren't able to compete at other nationals, additional nationals. We found that, there are loopholes and there are teams that do go through those loopholes. How does Varsity feel about that? And is that something that, they're trying to get a grasp on to not allow them those loopholes? It kind of is what it is. And why is that rule in place?
Yeah, I think from a varsity lens, you look at it like we have the different brands that we offer dance national championships from. A varsity lens, you look at it like we have the different brands that we offer dance national championships from, and having encouragement toward teams figuring out what brand makes sense for their team. And then I think from there, when you have the guidance of competing at one of those championships, you're able to find that it's a little bit more prestigious then. Like, you're kind of like, okay, this is kind of losing its traction if you know that they're going to be there. So I think it was originally set in place just to ensure that each event had its prestigious name, but also had its own uniqueness to it still, right? So if people are going to every competition, they're going to see the differences and find where it makes most sense for them. So figuring out one path, I think, helps with that.
Yeah.
And so teams who are finding the loopholes and they go as an all-star team to other nationals, then it kind of defeats the purpose of not letting teams do, two nationals.
So they've done all that legwork. So I think from that standpoint, it's like, I guess, yes, loophole. But at that point, they're willing to do all of that and still say that I was ABC High School and now I'm that community's all-star program.
Yeah. To me, they're so different, though. Like, competing at, like, UDA high school nationals is so different than going to
Worlds.
It's such a different setting that I think I don't see them as competitors like that necessarily, of, like, taking away the prestige from one versus the other.
And I think it's also more of, like, I don't know. I think that there's also, like, a shadiness behind it, too, of, like, you're trying to do to as opposed to like I want to expose my students to more things. It's a little bit more of like I just want to win more championships.